McAdenville and Mr. Reed Washam. Mr. Washam.
Thank you very much. As Steve said, I'm Reed Washam. I'm a candidate for town council in McAdenville. I've been a councilman there for 6 years. The last 2 years as mayor pro tem. Before that, I spent 40 years in local government finance with the city of Charlotte. The last 10 of that being in the water and sewer finance area, where I was the business manager and financial officer. So, needless to say, when I was elected to council, water and sewer was one of my top priorities. We're a very small town. We have 400 water and sewer customers, and that's not large enough to be in the water and sewer business. So we have been working diligently for a number of years to try to figure out a way to merge with Gastonia. I think we see the light at the end of the tunnel now. We had a lot of capital needs we needed to take care of, and we were able to obtain about $7 million of water grants through the ARPA funding that will take care of the vast majority of our needs. So I think I see the light at the end of the tunnel coming. I hope so. And I have really enjoyed being on council, considering my years in local government, and I tell others that I am a self-professed local government nerd. But thank you for letting me be here tonight and to talk to you about my qualifications. Thank you.
2025, Candy Funderburg.
Good evening. I was born and raised in Lowell, moved away for about 10, 12 years, and I've been back about 25. And before I even decided to even run for council, I went to 23 council meetings in a row. And I got a lot of experience just from that. Lowell politics have been known to be hard. It just depends on who our mayor is. It leads our community. Right now, Sandy's not running for re-election, and most of us are praying that Mr. Norris Lamb will become our new mayor. Like I said, there's a lot of great things going in Lowell on right now. We just acquired some property to build in 2028 or start the process for a new City Hall police complex. That's amazing. We've just received within 6 months, close to $12 million in non-direct funding and money for grants and everything that we want to do. $12 million in 6 months, that's remarkably unbelievable for Lowell. We've got close to 4,000 citizens, and also my platform, I want to cut taxes. We had such a big reevaluation of property. I just want to give back something to our citizens. We're doing so good. And in February, we decided to put extra money. I'm sorry, there's so much in my mind I don't have very long. But when I started 8 years ago, our fund balance was 8%. We're up to 72%. In February, we decided to put anything over 50% into a CIF fund, Community Investment Fund. And so we just transferred, we got $2 million in there. So anyway, my platform says we'll continue to work with others to lower taxes and cut wasteful spending. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Heather C. I want to share a little bit about my background. I grew up here in Gastonia and have called Lowell my home for the last 8 years. I have a master's degree in accounting from UNC Charlotte and have worked in accounting for the last 15 years. I've overseen a lot of budgeting, millions of dollars in capital projects, managed thousands upon thousands of assets. Currently I'm working at Choice USA as their controller, also in Lowell, North Carolina. Beyond that, I serve as the chair of the Lowell Community Committee. I've been on that for about 3 years, and I'm also a member of the planning board currently, which is giving me a lot of insight into government and how things work. I think those will transfer over really well if I'm elected to city council. I first got involved because I really care about our city. In the 8 years since I've been there, I've seen so much positive growth. Like Candy was saying, all that grant money we've received for our parks, the grant money to replace or repair the wastewater plant. Just growth is coming. Charlotte's expanding. Belmont's basically full. So the growth is coming our way. We just have to manage that for what's best for our town. It's a small town. I love living there. I first got involved by joining a litter pickup along the river. I joined the Catawba River Sweep the first year they had it in Lowell, and have been participating in that every year since. So giving back's always been important to me, and that's why I'm here today. So thank you.
Good evening. Thank you, Gaston Business Association, for sponsoring this, to Mr. Munn and Mr. DeAvery. And I want you to know that I'm just a down-home country boy. I was born here in Gaston County in 1952. I went to Ashbrook High School. I graduated from Ashbrook High School, went on to Gaston College, from Gaston College to Belmont Abbey College, from Belmont Abbey College to Gardner-Webb College, where I hold a master's degree. And I have been elected Mayor Pro Tem in the city of Lowell twice. For those of you who know what Mayor Pro Tem is, it means that the person with the highest number of votes is generally chosen as Mayor Pro Tem. So I have the distinct honor of having been chosen as Mayor Pro Tem twice. The things that I want to see done for and in Lowell is this. We are right now, as I speak, demolishing an old dye plant down towards Spencer Mountain, and we annexed a mile in, going almost into Spencer Mountain, where we will build 500 houses. We're demolishing an old dye plant that was decommissioned in 2004, and that was about 20 some years ago. And we're taking an old chemical dye plant, and we have been donated 17 acres of land. And with that, we're going to try to make a public facility for our city workers. The other 17 acres will be used for a city park. And we're going to work on that where you, not just Lowell, but the municipality, can bring your kayak, your canoes. We're going to have an amphitheater where they can have outdoor plays and music, and we're going to have picnic tables. And Candy always tells us we got to get a splash pad in there. But we're going to do a lot of great things for Lowell, and I want to be a part of that growth. And like Candy, we believe in keeping taxes low, trying to get a lot of grants, and doing a lot of things. Last but not least, I want to say this. People say, well, what is your profession? I am a man of God. My profession is preaching. I've been preaching a pastor for so many years. I can't remember, since 1976. Somebody said, well, how can a preacher be a politician and a preacher? Well, the Bible says, render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. And my promise to the people of Lowell and to anybody I meet, I will be like the prophet Micah. I will do justice, love mercy, and be a servant to my fellow man. Last, amen, you go ahead, I'm getting ready to say that. Don't get a preacher tonight. Last but not least, 2 Samuel 20:3 says that he that ruleth over men, or he that serves man, must be fair. And I want you to know that I will be fair with my fellow man. God bless you. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve and Optimum, for giving us this opportunity and hosting the event. And I'm not going to give you an update on all these guys have done an excellent job. I will say that, again, I'm Norris Lamb, running for mayor. And it's been said recently that Lowell has been the best kept secret in the greater Charlotte metro area. Well, I think the secret's out. And you've heard some of that here tonight. Our goal is to keep Lowell moving forward and provide Lowell with the a common sense, balanced approach to leadership, to decision making, as well as growth. It's got to be smart growth. It's got to be timely growth. And I think these people right here are going to be the folks that help us drive that. As a taxpayer, I'm running for mayor with many of the same concerns that our residents have. I've heard some of those voiced here tonight with some of the other candidates as well. But as a leader, I'm going to repeat myself on this. I'm running to provide Lowell with a balanced, common sense approach to leadership, growth, as well as decision making. I hope you'll remember not only myself, but these folks to my left on the ballot. If you're not one of the Lowellite, if you want to call them that, If you know somebody there, please share a name with them, and remind everyone that early voting starts the 19th, big day's the 7th. I'm here to answer questions tonight. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'll be glad to talk with you and answer your questions. Thank you so much.
The time that we're going to listen from our folks that are running for council. We're going to start with Ward 6 and Danielle Barber.
Thank you, Steve. Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Danielle Barber, and I am running for re-election for Ward 6 for the City of Gastonia City Council, and I am running unopposed. But I didn't want to miss the opportunity to be here with you all this evening. First, to thank the citizens of Gastonia for their continued support throughout these last 4 years. It's been an honor, it's been a privilege to serve, and I'm looking forward to serving another 4 years. But I still solicit your vote for re-election. Currently, I serve as the Director of Health Equity Initiatives for the Contegra Health. My office is located at the Highland Health Center. I'm the mother of one son who is a senior in college. And again, I'm just excited for this opportunity to continue to serve. I consider myself to be a community advocate, and I'm also a public servant. And it depends on the situation that is at hand will determine which hat I'll put on at that time. But I believe in Gastonia, I believe in the people of Gastonia, and I believe in serving the people of Gastonia. So thank you again for this opportunity, and I would appreciate your support and your vote. Thank you.
Ward 4, we've got Charles Odom.
Hopefully this phone will do right for me. I try not to write speeches or whatever because I talk so slow. I had to write because I got 2 or 3 words out in 90 minutes here. But despite that, anyway, good evening. My name again is Charles Odom. First, I would like to thank Gaston Business Association for sponsoring this meeting this evening. I am a graduate of Ashbrook High School and Gaston College. At present, I am the Ward 4 Council Representative and would love to keep it that way if your vote permits me. Our city has been experiencing good growth in the past 4 years. Despite COVID, we have growth numerically, economic growth, job growth, and we have grown with infrastructure. Sometimes we overlook the infrastructure piece in our cities, but we have done well with our water and sewer systems, as well as our public power systems, as well as helping sisters with their infrastructure. We must still continue to grow smart and find ways to collaborate with others. Find resources on the local level, state level, and federal level to combat the affordable housing issues, homelessness issues, and public safety issues that are at hand. I thank you, and I would appreciate a vote for Charles Odom. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Reese Barnett. We apologize in advance for my voice. It is coming back. I'm a lifetime resident of Gaston County. I attended Hunter S. High School, and I graduated from UNC Chapel Hill. I am a community activist, and I have a passion for people and a heart for community. I believe Gastonia is moving forward, but I also think we need to be forward thinking. I would like us to be more proactive than reactive by focusing on health and wellness, economic stability and sustainability, emergency preparedness, affordable housing, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I believe in a spirit of collaboration and unity for community, and I think that we can do better together. Thank you so much.
Ward 3, City of Gastonia, Reese Shirley.
Good evening, Gastonia. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a veteran, disabled as you can see. I've served my country, and I've served all over the world. I moved here from Japan in 2003, and when I moved here, it was fascinating because to me that was a culture shock. Now I've lived in Japan, I've lived in Iceland, I've lived in Germany, I've lived in Canada, but coming back home really shocked me because I grew up during a time where Gastonia was prosperous with many, many mills and kids wearing different types of Nike and Converse and everything. And it saddened me to look and see these mill doors closed. And I wondered what happened to those people. And some of our neighbors today, speaking today, are homeless. Some cannot afford affordable housing. Some of those neighbors have mental health issues and substance abuse issues. My job here is to help those who can't help themselves, help those who are marginalized. I want to be a part of the council because I want to be that beacon of hope, beacon of light for my neighbor, because they're our neighbors. No, that's not just a statistic. We need to come together. We need to pray for each other, and we need to be one with each other. No more division. We're all in this. The other night, I heard a man say that we are all souls here, and we all have to give an account someday. And while we're here, let's give that account today, and be there for our neighbor, and vote for me, and I will be that advocate for them. I will be their voice, and I will represent you, Gastonia, and the future of Gastonia. Thank you.
Ward 3, Jim Gallagher.
Thanks, Steve. Pat, appreciate you being putting this on. My name is Jim Gallagher, and I wrote this down so I don't forget anything. I'm running for office to continue what we have started in so many areas. First, we have invested in the Fuse District downtown, and we need to use it to see it through. We have seen too many good things come from it to give up on it now, since we've been thrown a curveball with the new management. And right now, we have to deal with the problems that have arisen from that head on with tangible solutions. Talks are underway, and we'll get into that more later on. I've made suggestions, and so has everybody else for the stadium, but they haven't been followed through. Now, what has Fuse given us? It has given us 160% return on our investment into the ballpark itself. The ballpark cost $30 million. We are getting $220 million coming back into the community. When's the last time that's happened? I could say never. This will include 5 historic buildings being renovated, 4 brand new buildings that are going to be erected, and all new housing, new businesses, plus there'll be over 1,000 new apartments, all privately funded, and this is truly unprecedented to our downtown. The only way to change our downtown is to have people live there, and you can see the new apartments going up there, and we're going to see big changes with people occupying the space up there. From the beginning, I have run on a platform that has wanted to shift the tax burden from the city residents to businesses. This has started to do just that. I am committed to affordable housing as well. Inflation is at an all-time high. Wages have simply not kept up at all. I'm currently supporting projects that want to see through to completion, which is Parkside at Hudson, Fairhaven Place, Lofts at Hudson, Reserves at Hudson. These will be over 700 apartments that will be new. All right, I see that hand, so let me see. With my experience in this position for the past 12 years, I have a proven track record. I also work at a large bank downtown Charlotte, and my expertise in finance has come into play in working on budgets and various city projects. and project revenue in the future. In fact, I voted against the budget. I felt we could do better. In short, I believe in supporting local businesses, bringing new jobs, shifting the tax burden away from residents and businesses, and working to give everyone in our community a brighter future with better opportunities. I hope I've earned your trust these last 12 years. I hope that in some of the bigger issues that the city has faced, you knew where I stood and you stood with me. I want to continue to serve you over the next 4 years. I'd like you to vote for Jim Gallagher for the 3.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Walker Reed, and I am your mayor of the great city of Gastonia. I'd like to first thank the GBA for sponsoring this forum tonight. I also would like to thank you all for entrusting me to be your mayor for the past 6 years. It's been an honor and a privilege to be your mayor and to work with the council that has been willing to work hard to move our city forward. I'm very proud of the partnerships that we have with other municipalities. We have been blessed with a lot of resources that we are sharing now with Vesper City, Dallas, different municipalities here throughout Gaston County to better themselves so that we as a city, county, and a region can function better. I'm a Gastonia native, born and raised here in Gastonia. I'm number 8 out of 9 kids that my mom and dad had. I'm a proud graduate of the great Hunter Huss High School, to those who know, and also to Gaston College. I am looking forward to working another 4 years to fulfill the work that we've done for the past 6 years. For the first time in my 21-year career as an elected official, there's positive growth going on the north, south, east, and west part of the city. Positive growth. That says a lot for the city of Gastonia to ride around and see things that's happening. And it's because of the work that this council has done. I'm not coming to try to pull a rabbit out of a hat. I want to be around to see the work that we've done basically come to fruition. And it's going to take another term to see that it happen. And I think at this point, why would you change quarterbacks before the Super Bowl? And that's what we're getting ready to have here in this city. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you for your support. And I'm looking forward to serving for another 4 years. Thank you.
So I have 3 words that are on my mind tonight, and those words are connect, commit, and collaborate. And if they sound familiar to anybody who's a part of the GBA, I took them from your website. But they're really applicable to anybody who wants to serve this community. So as I look back on the last 8 years that I have been on the city council, I was proud to be a part of that original council that took that brave action to purchase the property that is now where the Fuse Stadium is. I was proud to be a part of the original committee that spoke with the individuals who wanted to develop Center City crossings. And we took a chance on that in spite of opposition. And now we have hundreds of people about ready to move in to our downtown. I was proud to be there during COVID to help our small businesses to not only survive, but to eventually thrive after that pandemic. I was also proud to be there when our officers were saying that they needed raises and they needed more resources and they needed more tools. And I was there to fight for them, to make sure that they got that. Folks, I believe in connecting. I believe in connecting our region to other partners. I believe in connecting our residents to valuable resources and tools. And I believe in connecting our small businesses to a pathway of success. I believe in committed. I'm committed to a safer community. I'm committed to a better economy where we diversify our economic base and we make Gastonia the startup city of North Carolina, a place where you can start a business, start a family, and start a life. And I'm also committed to you, committed to creating a healthier community, one that doesn't just praise the good things, but works on the challenges of affordable housing, the challenges of homelessness, and the challenges of the opioid crisis, which has ravished this city for almost a decade. Folks, Gastonia has a lot of great things going for it. A a lot of good positive energy and a lot of good things, but we also have a lot of challenges. Challenges that we need to work on, and together we can do both. We can be proud of the successes, and we can work on the challenges that lie before us. My name is Robert Kellogg, and I hope to have your vote for mayor of Gastonia.
Good evening, citizens of Gastonia. My name is Walter James Hart Jr. I am running for mayor of Gastonia, and I want to first talk about my background. My background is I was raised in Detroit, born in Gastonia. Got in trouble when I was young. I had a grandfather that loved us so much, he used to bring us to Gastonia every summer. His whole thing was to make sure we didn't get in trouble in Detroit, and I failed him. That was 30 years ago. I ended up doing prison time. And when I got out of prison, I vowed to myself that I would never make that mistake again. But you know, when you go through things in life, it builds you. It don't break you down. That's what I learned from them 30 years ago. And when I got to back to Gastonia, one of the main reasons I came here was because of my family. I love my family. I love being around them. Most of them, some of them moved from Detroit and just came here, so I just wanted to be around them. In this place, I always love. Anybody that knows me know that I love Gastonia. My reason for running for mayor is 4 points: revitalization, restoration, rejuvenation, rehabilitation. I want to restore the infrastructure of Gastonia. First of all, my background, I've trained dogs for veterans with PTSD. The name of the company is K9 Companions Ltd, as well as children with autism. Presently, what we're doing here in Gastonia is working with Gaston County Probation and also Gaston County Animal Control and Enforcement. We'll be having the probationers work with the rescues and trying to get them rehabilitated so they'll be more adopted. So I'm a public servant. I've been a public servant for 20 years, and I believe that if I am your mayor, the issues of homelessness, the issues of transparency, we need to have more love. We need to pull ourselves together. I believe I will be that leader that be that bridge to bring us together as a unit and as people of Gastonia love one another and be more stronger in our business, small business, giving small businesses the opportunity to have a chance and not have affordable housing. That we got to go to the banks and we really got to talk to them and see if we can get affordable housing to where they're mindful of the problems that people are having. So many people that's right homeless right now, and it's really sad. I mean, the opioid crisis is here. The police departments, we got to start working with our police forces, and I'm already signed up for a round so I can ride with the police officer, see what's going on. But we really need to be mindful of the people that's being challenged out here. It's all good when we have corporate America building all these apartments and all that, but we really need to look at the people that's being challenged out here. So if I'm mayor, I promise to be a good leader. I promise to continue to do good works like I do with my nonprofit K9 Companion. Vote smart, vote hard. Walter Hart. Thank you.
And Richard Franks.
I'm always nervous when I get up here. You'd think I've gotten used to it. I'd like to thank the GBA for hosting this event. Information is knowledge, and knowledge is key. As Walker Reed, I'm a proud graduate of 1983 from Hunter Huss High School. Mayor Reed's got me by a couple of years. I retired and I moved back to Gastonia. And a lot of people have asked me why I moved back to Gastonia. I could retire anywhere in the world. I came back to Gastonia because I was born and raised in South Gastonia. I still have that South Gastonia chip on my shoulder because anybody that's from South Gastonia, you know, it was pretty much a hard scrabble life. Part of the reason I'm running is because of taxpayers. We need to lower the tax rate because we have citizens now who are trying to decide whether they're going to pay for food, whether they're going to pay for medicine, and to me that is unconscionable. That's one of the main reasons I'm running, is to lower your taxes. Public safety. Gaston County has a crime problem. One of my biggest supporters is Travis Page, the district I'm looking forward to working with him to tackle the crime problem. Another point, economic development in a responsible manner. We have to have growth. I'm pro-growth, but I'm not for giving away taxpayer dollars to corporations, i.e. the apartments that are downtown. We need citizens to live downtown. It is really great. The developer promised us taxpayers, the GBA business members, that he would build 2 levels on the parking deck, which he did not do. He said he could not afford to do that, take it or leave it, so the city capitulated and gave him 200 parking spaces. If you Google how much it costs to build 1 parking spot, it's $18,000 to $25,000. So if you use $20,000, that's $4 million worth of free parking that was given to this developer. That's your tax dollars. To me, that's wasteful spending. Because if you look at Charlotte, every new apartment that is built, they have to build their own parking. Except for one, which is on Brevard Street, and it's a no park or no car community. And I know I'm a little nervous. I thank the GPA. I please would appreciate your vote because I'm here for the citizens of Gastonia. Thank you.